a work, the beautiful grind, the wonderful seduction of perspiration and sleepless nights, the relentless quest of what exactly? Success? Wealth? Status? Why are you working so hard, my friend? What's the rush? Is there a prize at the end of this rat race that you're so determined to win? Or is it just nothing? Another hollow promise to keep you spinning in that hamster wheel, going nowhere faster and faster, while the world laughs at your pathetic little sprint. Look at you, chained to the clock, the calendar, the deadlines. Tick, tock, tick, tock. The seconds are slipping away, sliding away like your sanity, like your life. And what do you get in return? A promotion? A pat on the back? A small gold star next to your name? Is that what you really want? Oh, but you tell yourself it's for something. You're designing a future, aren't you? You're working hard to secure your little area of the earth. Climbing the ladder, one rung at a time, until you finally reach the summit. But what's at the top, really? When you've clawed your way up, step by bloody step, what do you see? Nothing. Emptiness. Because you see, the joke is, there is no top. The ladder simply keeps going. Higher and higher. You'll keep climbing until your hands are raw, your muscles scorching, and your head shattered. And still, nothing. Just the cold wind and the solitude. You see, the problem with you hard workers is that you've been misled too. Fed a continuous diet of lies. You've been told that success is constant toil, that happiness is something you have to labor for, and the more you break your back, the sweeter the payoff at the end. But here's the truth, my dear. There is no reward. There's no golden key that unlocks the door to a paradise where you finally get to rest, where you finally feel like you've made it. No, all that work is just a diversion. It's just a way to keep you busy, keep you numb. You think your goal is to work, to sacrifice your life on the altar of productivity. But the fact is, your real purpose is to amuse them. Yes, them. The ones tugging the strings. The ones watching from the shadows as you toil and sweat and bleed, believing, oh so foolishly, that you're doing it for yourself. But you're not. Oh no, you're doing it for them. They want you exhausted. They want you distracted. They want you so busy working for that carrot dangling in front of you that you don't even realize there's no carrot at all. You think you're in control? Ha! You're just a puppet. And the strings are made of hours and deadlines and tasks. Each string wound tightly around your wrists, your neck, your heart. And every time you pull, trying to move forward, hoping to succeed, they only yank harder. But you don't see that, do you? Oh no, you're too busy with your head down, grinding away, hoping that one day you'll finally be free. But here's the kicker, you'll never be free. Not as long as you're working for them. Not as long as you're playing their game. You see, the actual trick isn't to work harder. It's to quit playing. You assume that by working harder, pushing yourself further, you'll get ahead. But in truth, you're just excavating your own tomb and you're digging fast. Faster. Every extra hour you put in, every sleepless night, every ounce of energy you offer, you're just feeding the beast. And the beast, it never becomes full. It will chew you up, devour you whole, and then spit you out once you're all done up. They don't care about your effort. They don't care how hard you try. They care about results. Their results. And when you've given them everything you have, they'll chuck you aside like a broken toy. And what will you be left with? Empty hands, a broken spirit, a life you barely remember. And the worst part, the most deliciously sadistic part, you'll do it voluntarily. You'll keep working and working until there's nothing left. Because you've been told that's what you're meant to do. Work hard, play the game, be successful. But the game, it's rigged. Oh, it's so beautifully rigged. They've set the rules, and no matter how hard you try, no matter how quickly you run, you'll never win. But still, you keep running. You keep playing because you're frightened to stop. You're frightened of what will happen if you just let go. But let me tell you something, my overworked little puppet. The instant you stop, the instant you say, enough, that's the moment you win. Not because you've achieved some tremendous triumph, not because you've finally reached the summit of that infinite ladder, but because you've emancipated yourself from the game. They want you to believe that you need to work, that without the grind, without the sweat, you're nothing. But that's the true joke, isn't it? You're everything already. You just don't see it. You've been deluded by the hustle, by the constant pursuit of something that doesn't even exist. Look about you. The world is burning, my friend. The walls are closing in. And still you're there, shackled to your desk, pounding away, waiting for a break, looking for a way out. But there is no break. There is no way out. Not unless you make one for yourself. You see, the secret isn't to work harder. It's to laugh. Laugh at the ridiculousness of it all. Because that's what this is, ludicrous. The concept that you can labor your way to happiness, that you can toil your way to peace. It's a joke, a vast, cosmic joke. So laugh. Laugh at the craziness of it all. Laugh at the concept that working more will somehow make you more. Because it won't. They've told you that hard labor is noble, that it's a virtue. But what they haven't told you is that it's also a prison. A jail created out of hours and days and years of your existence, wasted on things that don't matter, on ambitions that aren't even yours. You've been conditioned to believe that your worth is related to your production. But let me ask you this, what happens when the job stops? What happens when you eventually hop off the treadmill and take a glance around? Do you even know who you are without the work? Without the deadlines? Without the pressure? Or has it consumed you so thoroughly that you've forgotten? Because that's the true threat, isn't it? The danger of working too hard is that one day you'll wake up and realize you've become nothing but the work. A shell of a person characterized by tasks and responsibilities. A hollowed out version of oneself, chasing goals that were never yours to begin with. And for what? For what? You think you're building a future, but you're really simply burying your present. You believe you're going ahead, but you're really slipping behind. And the faster you run, the more away you are from what actually counts. From yourself, from life. So here's my advice to you, my friend. Stop. Just quit. Stop working so damn hard. Stop accepting the myth that greater effort equals more happiness. Stop sacrificing your life on the altar of productivity. Because in the end, it's just dust. All of it. The money, the status, the success, it's all useless. The only thing that matters is right now. This moment. And you can't enjoy the moment if you're too busy striving for the next one. So let go. Let go of the grind. Let go of the hurry. Let rid of the concept that you have to work hard to be happy. Because the truth is, happiness isn't something you earn. It's something you allow. And the only way to enable it is to quit. To giggle at the ridiculousness of it all. To perceive the humor for what it is. And to know that the ultimate freedom isn't in working harder. It's in not working at all. So, my overworked buddy, the next time you find yourself locked to your desk, sweating over some worthless assignment, remember this. You don't have to play their game. You can stop anytime you want. And when you do, that's when the real fun begins.